Hey, William. So, thanks so much for coming in, man. I'm glad you're doing so well. Honestly, very impressed with how you're recovering so far, and excited to move you forward. I really think we can move relatively quickly here. So, we came up with kind of two categories today. One is kind of traditional physical therapy exercises. These are the easy, you can do these all day, every day. You don't need to count reps necessarily. We're just working on kind of catching back up to where baseline is, right? These are just the few things that are just still a little bit off that just need to get caught up. Right now I got 4 moves. And again, I don't care what order you attack them in. I don't care if you do them morning, noon, night, all of the above. Hopefully after doing them for a couple days, you'll kind of realize which ones are easier, which ones are harder, maybe which ones you need to spend a little more time on. But as of today, these all need a little bit of work. So that first one was the left side piriformis was a bit tighter. Again, we showed doing this on the table or a bed. We definitely have a floor option as well, but 90 degrees with this front knee. Turn your chest so your middle of your chest is towards this knee. And then what I like, especially to help that low back, is when you're in this position to really work on a good posture, good arch. Engage that core, take your chest up tall. You're getting a great hip stretch, but you're also getting some good back stabilization as well. So this is a good one. You can kind of hover a little bit while you're there, or you can just hold. Again, I don't want quick reps with anything. So when you're there, you're pretty slow and steady when you're in that position. Go ahead, if you want to go ahead and throw this on the right side as well, but we know that left side was quite a bit tighter. Can't do that enough. Yeah, heck, get in this position and do some homework and write some emails in that position, man. We know we want to activate that core. You had great activation. I was super impressed with that. So now it's about holding that activation for long periods of time and holding it with movements, right? So a couple that we did today, you can do a bridge. You can, again, brace, and then you can do some high bridges, staying braced the whole time. We did a little bit of marching. That was pretty easy for you. The one that I thought was the most challenging was bracing and then doing these bird dogs. And again, what I want out of you is long holds. So get here. Couple deep breaths, man, before you switch. Really take your time. Be very deliberate. The goal today is stabilization more than strength. We're not just whipping out reps here. All right, we are stable, anti-movement around the low back with these. The hamstring stretch was good and tight. So hamstrings are tight. I don't want to, again, I got 100 hamstring stretches I can show you down the road, but right now I'm looking for one that's not going to make the lower back mad. So we're going to lay down, pull that knee to your chest, and then big kick. Getting a great hamstring stretch by way of the quad. So I love this because we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Your quad's getting a good little burn, and your hamstring's getting stretched. Pushing hard. Both legs. Don't care how many you do. Again, you can't do those enough. And then the last one we had for kind of therapy movements was for the mid back, kind of upper back. Just working on full protraction, shoulder blades apart, tuck your chin, reach your arms right into full retraction, squeezing the shoulder blades, looking up, rotating your arms backwards, back and forth, but again, not rapidly, very smooth, almost like a meditation is what I want you thinking about this, getting into a happy position. Right now, your upper back seems to kind of want to be in a single position here, right? So we want to elongate it both ways just to make sure it's ready for movement. So then next time we're adding load. We're actually adding weights to our rows. We're adding push-ups. We're adding scapular movement. But right now it just wants freedom of movement, right? So, man, you can do this anywhere and everywhere. You can do it seated, standing. I don't care. Just comfortable and easy. That's just to kind of reintroduce some movement into the upper back. All right, so those 4 moves, again, they don't all have to be in succession. You can do some here, some there. I don't care. Just do them. I think you'll see very quick results. The second phase is we want to start doing some things. We want to get to the gym and start moving a little bit, kind of like an athlete. We're not quite, we're not patient level all the way anymore, but we're not full athlete yet. We're somewhere in the middle here. The 3 that I liked were One was just doing a hang. So get that pull-up bar and just work on hanging. If you feel good hanging, you can add a little bit of a holding a knee. Heck, you can hold one and then alternate. I just want to decompress the spine while you're getting other movements in. So some ab raise, again, not really torquing things heavy or anything like that. Love hanging from a bar. I think that'll help your low back quite a bit. I like the idea of holding some sort of a plank, whether that be a elbow plank, whether that be a push-up plank. I like them elevated right now just because it does take some pressure off. And then we also talked about raising a leg as well to give you just a little more stability. Again, long holds. Hold, hold, hold. Think about stability, anti-movement. Your body wants to fight and roll and drop. You're trying to stay as steady as you can right now. That's the goal for that spine. And then the last one being just doing some squats, man. I love the idea of you putting some plates under your heels. We're not going to get too picky on technique or anything right now. This is just, hey, comfortable movement, things I haven't done in a month, right? So just full range of motion, up and down. If you want to, hold maybe 10, 15 pounds just to kind of keep your posture right and keep you upright, that's great. Again, this is not rocket science, but there's a big gap, in my opinion, between, body weight squat here and then putting a bar back on my back. You're not there yet. So just working on technique, keeping the core on the whole time is the goal. Pain-free, good core, everything else is icing on the cake. If you want to walk on a treadmill, a little bit of pace, a little bit of incline, that's great. You want to do elliptical, that's great. I would avoid the bike because your low back does not seem to love that position at the moment. But I think you can do just about anything else there. I think that's all I got right now. I'm talking a lot. I will see you in 2 weeks. Then obviously if there's still any of the therapy stuff we need to keep addressing, we'll look at those and maybe bump those up a little bit. But then I'm hoping we're talking a little bit more performance. We can talk about what the weight room is going to look like, what running plan might look like, what the pool might look like. We're ready for phase 2 then, I hope, man. So wish you the best. Let me know if you need me. Otherwise, see you in a couple weeks.